everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, as always, I am excited because we're going to be trying out new makeup. If you saw by the title of the video, we're going to be trying $1 mostly makeup. This is the Miss A brand. I've heard and seen it before, but I think where I've seen it the most is actually at the Callejones in downtown LA. And so I'm so excited to actually try some of this stuff because a lot of stuff had decent reviews. I have to be honest with you guys, I've had this package that I absolutely love. Like, I haven't even wanted to open. I've had this package for months. I was planning on doing this video, I think way back in October. So I ordered this stuff either the beginning of October or the end of September, something like that. I couldn't even find my email, to be honest. So I don't know the prices to every little single thing, but we will get into everything in this video, and I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Jackie. I'm so glad that you're here. If you like the vibe, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as you like to be reminded about my videos. My videos are here for whenever you guys want to come back and watch them. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and laid everything out. Quickly, I do want to say, the makeup isn't actually Miss A brand. There's a lot of different brands. There's LA Colors, AOA, I don't know what else. So it's not all Miss A. The eyeshadow palette that I picked up was this one. I just want to show you guys quickly so you guys know. The shadows aren't named or anything like that, but I'm going to, well, this is all I have to work with. So all the shadows are from here. I did pick up this 12-piece set of what I thought was like loose shadows that actually turned out to be like, some of them look like loose shadows, but some of them look like glitters. It's a 12-piece set. There's like black, like a gunmetal color, purple, turquoise, those three like goldy coppery ones. So I think I'm gonna stick to like a warm because I really love these glitters, so I might just like top it off with those. All the brushes that I'll be using are from the 12-piece set, or one of the two blending brushes that I had to get. I had to buy these separate, like each, because the 12-piece set didn't have a blending brush. So the first product, I already have it on my face. That is the Amuse eyeshadow primer, and this is in the shade Clean Slate. It's a lot more pink than I thought it would be, and it is a little sheer. Like, I like my primers to be a little more thick. So I'm just gonna start getting in here into the palette. This is the AOA blending brush, and I'm hoping that I can use some of these colors lightly to make a transition, because there isn't really a transition shade. I'm really rooting for these products, you guys, because a lot of this stuff, as I might have mentioned already, have decent reviews. So I'm just popping that shade in the crease, blending, blending, blending. And then I'm going to take the other blending brush that's clean, and I'm just going to help that blend. The eyeshadow base feels nice, but it doesn't feel like it completely set. And I don't want to say it feels like super oily, but kind of. And then I'm going to take the single shadow that I bought for the transition, this one, and I'm going to see if I can kind of build up a little bit of depth, and then I'm going to go in with the black, maybe just a little bit. Ooh, this shadow is actually nice. This single shadow, it is not bad. And now I just wiped off some of that shadow from the brush, and I'm going to go into that black shade, and I'm hoping that it's as nice as the little orangey shade here. And we're just going to kind of try to add some depth here. I really wish I had like a brown, but I feel like we could make this work. So the black is a little patchy-ish. Like, it's definitely not a strong black. But to be honest, since I wish I had a brown, I feel like it's kind of working for me. But if you were looking for like a black, yeah, this one probably wouldn't do it for you. Okay guys, so I'm back. I got the shadows to work a little bit better. I kind of had to do a lot of dabbing and like slightly blending motions. I really feel like the black was almost like lifting up the orange or something. I don't really know. The orange shade seems to blend fine. I did it on my hand and it was fine. It wasn't like coming off. So I don't know if the black was like doing something. I don't know. So now I'm going to actually use the concealer that I bought. This is the AOA liquid concealer. I'm hoping this doesn't mess anything up. Just so I could do like a half moon cut crease. The reason that I'm not going in with the primer is because I feel like it was way too sheer to do a cut crease. So I'm just going to come in here, cut my crease really quickly. And I'm just using one of those brushes from the 12-piece set. Okay, so I got my crease cut. I'm tempted to just leave it like this, but I really want to try to use that glitter. So I'm going to mix this shade and this shade together and kind of like create a base just in case the glitter doesn't stick by itself. Oh my god, those two shades together make like such a beautiful shade. Let me just say that these shimmers are a lot nicer than I thought. Like, they feel nice. They feel like, I don't know, one of my more expensive palettes that has shimmer. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I applied all that. I'm loving the way that it's looking. I'm a little nervous to throw on glitter over this because if the glue that I purchased doesn't work, like, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this AOA Diamond Powder. This is in the shade Amber. I'm using this one because I feel like it's very much a pigment, so I'm not going to use the glue, and I'm just going to take that on one of the brushes, and instead of applying it all over, I think I'm just going to apply right here just to give it a little extra something, just like that. It just gives it a little extra dimension. Hopefully you guys can see through the lens, but I'm just doing the exact same thing on the other side. So for now, we are done with the eyes. So we're gonna move on to the face makeup. And I did find a primer. This is a mattifying primer. I just got one. Last time that I did a full face of like inexpensive makeup, I think I got more than one. I just went with one. I feel like most of my skin doesn't need primer. It's mostly where I'm oily. But it is clear. This one is the A+ No Pore, I'm sorry. And it's supposed to be mattifying, so it definitely doesn't feel mattifying, but maybe as I keep rubbing. Okay, you guys, so I got that primer on. I kind of let it set, made sure that I dabbed it on really well. It came out nice and matte on the nose, on the forehead, not so much, but it is what it is. So we're moving on to foundation. This is the AOA A+ Buildable Satin Foundation. I got the shade Amber and the shade Soft Tan. I think I'm gonna mix them together. And then I did get a little beauty blender. I wet it and it got all like shrivelly. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to do like light layers first. I will say the foundation feels nice. It feels light. I hope it doesn't go orangey on me. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like you can't tell through the camera. It is looking a tiny bit orangey. If you can tell, you know what I'm talking about. If you can't, it's looking just a tiny bit orangey. I'm hoping with the powders we can kind of fix this up a little bit. But it's not too bad. The foundation itself, it's laying really nicely. I can tell that it's starting to set and it doesn't feel like oily. I was worried about that too because I feel like a lot of inexpensive foundations are usually oily, stinky, and just honestly little coverage. And I feel like that covered a nice amount. I almost spilled this whole foundation. I feel like that covered a nice amount. I feel like it's definitely buildable. I do agree with that. I didn't need to build it too much to get it to where I wanted it to be, but it's looking good so far. So going back to that buff concealer, that's the shade that I got. It's the AOA. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, get a little bit on the back of my hand, And I'm going to use the Beauty Blender, or the blender it came with. And ooh, that's looking light. Let's see if we could kind of blend this together. I will say concealers always have like the same texture too when they're inexpensively, you know, from dollar places. And I never understand why. Okay, you guys, I feel like that's as best as I'm gonna get it. So now I'm gonna go in with the AOA Perfect Studio Translucent Finishing Powder, and I'm just taking the F15 from this set, and I'm praying to God this doesn't leave a white cast. I really just want to set this, and hopefully it's just not too white. And then I'm going to take one of the fluffier brushes and just kind of like go under and make sure I don't have any of the translucent powder anywhere. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I finished that up. I am not liking the concealer at all. The translucent powder, it actually set, but I do feel like it has like a little white cast, and I don't really like that. Now we're moving on to the AOA finishing powders. This is in the shade Toffee and Almond, and this is what the shades look like. So I'm just gonna apply this all over my face here, kind of dipping into both shades. I feel like it kind of dimmed down a little bit of the orange. Again, I don't know what it's looking like on your guys' side, but on my side, I'm a little less orange, but this concealer is driving me nuts. Okay, guys, so I got that powder on. I did go in and bronze like a tiny bit with my Animar Cosmetics bronzer. I didn't do too much, but I did do a little bit. And now we move on to blush. I got this Illumi Radiant Blush. This is an AOA. It's Golden Apricot. And I'm just gonna use this little brush here. And I'm hoping that it's a pretty color. Oh, it's a very baked blushy. Like almost too baked blushy for me. Like that just blended into a highlight. No. Okay. Let me try to blend here with my powder brush. It's pretty, it's just very highlighty instead of a baked blush or a blush. I feel like it definitely looks like a highlight. Like that's beaming. Okay, you guys, so I was putting on my blush, and yeah, it looks very highlighty, and then I went to go put on the highlighter, and I broke the brush. I was trying to pull it out the wrong end. That was my bad. So I have two highlights. I have the shade Lavish and the shade Countess, and I will say they don't look super highlighty, so we'll see how they apply. I think I'm just gonna dip into both shades, but mostly that Lavish shade. And oh, okay, it is nice and highlighty. It just doesn't look that shimmery in the pan. You guys, I'm like super glowing because of this blush. And then I'm gonna just take a little bit of the powders and kind of like go over this just a little bit, because I do feel like I'm looking too glazed donut-y. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry I got cut off. I don't even know what I was saying, but we're moving on to setting spray. There isn't a name, it just says setting spray. So I guess that's the name. Let me start it off here. I don't know how I feel about that smell. It's like perfumey. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of do a light spray because I have a feeling this is gonna give me a headache. That is too perfumey for me. So even though the mister looks kind of strong, it is kind of a nice little mist. It is a spray, not a mist. So there's that. but that smell is like way too much. Yeah, not my favorite at all. Okay guys, so moving on to brows. I have the sculpting brow pencil. It has the pencil on one side and a spoolie on the other side. And then I have the Go Brow Gel. I don't know if I'm going to use that gel, or I got this clear mascara and I figured I could use it as brow gel as well. So I'm just going to go in with the spoolie that came in the 12-pack and then come in here and kind of just let you guys watch. Okay, so the pencil is a little drying. A little dry, I should say. Okay guys, so I'm gonna leave my brows there. I just opened up the brow gel and realized it's white. I think this is fiber gel for your brows. I didn't really get anything to do that with, so I'm just gonna go in with the clear mascara that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and use that as brow gel. This spoolie is actually really big, so I'm just gonna try to come in carefully. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished my brows. I let that brow gel set. I did pick up an eyeliner, but I picked up blue. I can't remember where I was going with this, but I feel like the blue and like the coppery browns will still work. I hope I don't ruin this because the eyeliner kind of, it doesn't bleed, but kind of. So let's just see what happens. Okay guys, so I got that eyeliner on and now I'm just going in with the mascara. This is a LA Colors Lash Building Mascara, and the eyeliner was a Artista blue liner. And I'm just adding a little something to the lashes. I did pick up some fake lashes and some glue. I honestly don't remember the reviews on the glue, so I am a little nervous about that because I need these lashes to stick. Okay guys, so I applied that mascara, let everything dry up, feel comfortable. While it was drying, I did go down on the bottom waterline and just applied basically the same shades I had up here down at the bottom, very lightly because I just didn't want it to get everywhere. So moving on to the lashes. These are the lashes I picked up. I just now realized it's all the same lash. Like I thought it was a lash kit, like with different lashes. I'm nervous about the glue. It's called Super Glue or Super Strong Glue. That's what it's called. Yeah. That just makes me nervous. You guys know that I don't like to wear fake lashes because of that, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna do it for you guys. So I'm just taking the glue, putting it on. It smells very strong. This glue is making me nervous. And then I'm gonna let it sit for just a couple seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's gonna be a little short. So I'm gonna try to attach it a little closer to the back. Okay you guys, so I got the lashes on and they feel super comfortable. They feel nice and lightweight. The glue doesn't feel like restricting or anything like that. I will say, and this is just me, if I would have applied my mascara on my natural lashes, I feel like they would kind of look like this. Again, that's just me, but if you have short lashes or you just like to wear fake lashes or whatever, these are cute. They're not bad. Moving on to lips. So for the lips, I got 3 lip liners, but I picked out 2. I want to try to like ombre together. And then I picked up glosses. I don't remember these, honestly. So yeah, so I picked these up, but I don't remember them. So I'm going to try to make the lip situation just out of the lip liners. And then if I feel like it, I'll top it with one of the glosses. But I think I'm just gonna stick to the lip liners if they work. This one is in the shade Chocolate, and this one's in the shade Hazelnut. So I'm just gonna go around the lips with the darker one and then fill in the center with the lighter one. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I left you when I was lip lining my lips. The lip liners aren't that pigmented. They're kind of hard. I'm not exactly sure why they weren't working, but once I put on the peachy colored gloss, I feel like it kind of, I don't know, gave me like a nice little tint on the bottom. So I don't hate the lips, but I will say just the lip liners, they weren't my favorite. This gloss is kind of that goopy gloss, you know, that old school gloss that even smells like that. It smells like the roller glosses, honestly, but it's actually comfortable. It's just, it's glossy, it's gloopy. But I wanted to zoom you in so you can see what I'm looking like, what my skin is looking like, because honestly, you guys, I'm super shocked that I got things to look this good. Like the concealer, yes, hate it. That was probably like my least favorite product alongside with the setting spray because I could still smell it and it's too much for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and start toning down the light so you guys could see. The skin is looking pretty darn good, honestly. Like, I feel like my Rare Beauty looks like this. I feel like my Milani looks like this. Milani's just a little more, more coverage, I would say. This one is more like Rare Beauty vibes to me. I hope that it lasts as long. I'm going to try so hard to leave my makeup on as long as I can. Even the primer surprised me. Like, I still look pretty matte. I don't see any oils busting through yet. Like, I'm genuinely impressed, honestly, you guys. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you guys like these kind of videos, if you guys want to see more indie brands, leave it all in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the makeup? How is it looking? You let me know from your end what you're thinking. And if you try anything out, let me know. And yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys in my next one. Adios!